friends, and welcome back to our channel once again. So, from the title itself, you would get a hint that we will be discussing the insider trading report that is publicly available on the NSE's website. Yeah, you guys heard me right. The insider trading information of the companies is made available to the common public in the NSE's website, and this report gets updated on a daily basis. So, in order to keep up with the market, we have to do this analysis on a daily basis. Okay, so before moving further, let me just give you a quick disclaimer that all the analysis that I will be doing here is strictly for educational purpose only. Before making any trade, do consult with your financial planner. Okay, so let me just quickly show you that from where you could download this insider trading report that I was talking about. So I'm currently on NSC's website homepage. So scroll down a little bit and look for corporate announcements. You could see it right here. Scroll down a little bit and click on view all. Now scroll down and look for insider trading in the left side and click on it. Okay, so it might take some time to load. Yeah. So now, by doing this particular color analysis, my aim is to make uh, a watch list for my swing trading, and that's why I will be considering the 3 months data for doing my analysis. So as you can see, there are multiple time frames available for which you could download the insider trading report, and I would consider the 3 months data. So click on it, and once it gets loaded, click on this download button and an Excel file would be downloaded, and go ahead and open it. So I have already downloaded it, so I will open that file. So when you open this, it would look something like this. In the heading itself, you could see the name of the insider trading report, and it specifies the dates. So it is from 26th December 2020 to 26th of March 2021. It gives us exactly 3 months. Okay, so please don't get too overwhelmed with this huge amount of data present in this Excel sheet. We don't need to crunch each and every number present in the sheet. We will apply some filters before even starting the analysis. So, okay, let me first apply the filters. Okay, now we would be applying filters in two columns, namely the category of person, and that is the E column, and second would be on yeah, the S column, that is mode of acquisition, that has been highlighted right now on my screen. So let's first apply the filter on category of person. Sorry. So okay, so the category of persons should be only promoter or promoter groups. Um, this is the filter we will be applying, and we will delete all the rows which have a entry in the category of person otherwise. So let's just deselect these two, and let's just delete all the rows which have a entry otherwise. Okay, now once we have done that, okay, sorry. Yeah. Now, once we have applied the filter on category of person, let's move to the next filter. That would be on mode of acquisition. And the mode of acquisition should be only market purchase. So we will delete all the rows which have an entry otherwise. So let me select all the rows. Yeah. Now I don't need these filters. I will just remove them. Okay. Let me just apply the filter once again. I think something went wrong. Okay, I will select all the rows. Okay, now I will remove the filters. Yeah, fine. Now we have applied the filters. Now, for our further analysis, I only want two columns. The first column would be the symbol column, highlighted right now, and the second one would be the value of security column, that is the K column, highlighted on my screen right now. Okay, so let's just delete all the columns except those two. So sorry. Okay, now let's delete all these columns from here to here. Yeah. Once we are done with that, let me just widen these columns for you so that I could point you to something. Yeah, now you might notice that there is a redundancy in the symbols column. JKIL is coming twice, then Monte Carlo is repeating itself. So this redundancy might make our analysis a bit complex. So that's why I want a consolidated form of this table, and I will use this tool that is provided to us by Excel. So I will copy this table down. I want the top to left column, yeah. I'll go up. Yeah. So what it did, it removed the redundancy and it summed up all the value of security for a particular symbol. So let me just widen it. Okay. Now once we have done that, let me tell you one filter which I would apply. Now I want the names of only those symbols or only those stocks for which the value of security is greater than 1 crore or equal to 1 crore. Now, this lower bound could be changed according to you. Like you can keep the lower bound to be 80 lakhs, 90 lakhs, or maybe say 3 crore, 4 crore, or whatever number you feel comfortable with. But we will be sticking to our rules, and I will keep it as lower bound as 1 crore rupees. So let me just apply the filter. Okay, sorry. Yeah. And let me just sort it from largest to smallest, and I will delete all the rows. I'll delete all the rows which have a value of security less than 1 crore. Now once we are done with that, I'll select all these stocks, and now the purpose of this particular Excel sheet has been served, and now we will move on to our insider trading master sheet. Now let me first tell you a bit about this master sheet. I maintain this master sheet because, as I mentioned earlier, that this analysis we have to do on a daily basis. Now, it is not possible for us to do the analysis of almost 90 stocks every day. So that's why I maintain a master sheet so that I could know for which stocks I have done the analysis and for which I have not. So that's the sole purpose of maintaining this master sheet. So to know that for which stocks I have done the analysis, I just okay, sorry. Yeah, I just apply the conditional formatting to know that which are the duplicate values. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, these stocks which are filled with white or which are not filled with red are the stocks for which I have not done the analysis for. So today I will be analyzing these stocks only, the white ones. Let me select them and I will paste them. Okay, sorry. I'll paste them in the master column. Control C and Control V. Okay. So I will be doing the analysis for these 7 stocks. Okay. So now let's just delete them. No need for that now. Okay. Now, if you guys want to know that how I maintain these color codings or how I made this Excel sheet from scratch, then I would highly recommend you to go and check out my playlist Trading on Insider Information. I would provide you the link below in the description box, and you could also click the I button in the top right corner of your screen. So now let's start doing the analysis quickly. So first stop for today is Monte Carlo. We'll go back to our Chrome to the page from where we downloaded the Excel sheet in the first place. We'll paste the company name here. We'll click on this. Okay, yeah. Next, we will click on the symbol of Monte Carlo. Once we have done that, scroll down a little bit and look for corporate information. This is a tab where we will get all the data points that we require to do our analysis. Now, we would apply 4 filters. 3 of them are mandatory filters and the 4th one is an optional one. The first filter would be on the shareholding of promoters or the latest shareholding of promoters. it should be greater than or equal to 50%. If the stock has greater than 50% or equal to 50%, then it passes the filter. Second, second filter, we will check that there should not be any selling in the last 6 months in that stock by any institutional investor or any promoter or promoter groups. And the last 6 months would be starting from 26th of September, I guess. So there should not be any selling from 26th of September. The third mandatory filter that we will apply is the percentage of shares pledged. The percentage of pledging should be zero in that stock. If it is even 0.01%, I will consider that stock to be failing to pass that filter. Again, you could change this upper bound with whatever number you feel comfortable with when you are doing the analysis. Now, these are the three mandatory filters. Now the fourth one is an optional filter. I sometimes may ignore that, and that is earnings per share. The latest earnings per share should be a positive number. Does not matter if it's audited or unaudited. Okay, so let's now see where we will get these four data points. So the first one we will find in the shareholding patterns. As you can see, the latest shareholding of promoter and promoter groups is 68.20%. So it passed our criteria or passed our filter. Next, we will check the selling by institutional investor. So as you can see, there has been a selling reported by Kanchi Investment Limited after 26th of September 2020. So it falls in the range of last 6 months. So we will discard this stock. Again, we don't need to check the other filters if it has failed to pass any one of the mandatory filters. But for the sole purpose of education, let's check the pledging also. So as you can see, the pledging you would find in the third column, it is 0%. So now the last one is the optional one, and we will find it in the financial results, the earnings per share. So the latest earnings per share is quite a positive number. It is 38.28 rupees. So, but it does not matter because it failed to pass one of the mandatory filters. So if it failed to pass one of the mandatory filters, I mark it as red. If it passed all the three mandatory filters but failed to pass the optional filter, the earnings per share, then I would mark it as yellow. And if it passed all the four filters, then I would mark it as green. So now we have to repeat the same steps for all these stocks. So let's move on to the next stock, that is Share India. Copy it down. Go to the same page, paste it. Share India Securities Limited, financial company. Click on the symbol. Go to corporate information, and one thing to note is that the sequence does not matter. You could check any one of the filter first or last. So let's check the SAS regulation first. So as you can see, no selling has been reported. As you can see, there is data available till 30 December 2020 only, not till the September. So it's up to you that whether or not you want to check the data from any third party resources. But I would consider that there is no selling after 26th of September according to NSE. So next one, let's check the pledging. There is no pledging. Here it is. You can find it in the third column. No pledging is there. Let's check the shareholdings. Okay, so the shareholding of promoters is 55.87%. So it passed the filter. It passed all the three mandatory filters. Let's check the earnings per share. The earnings per share is a positive number. So now we will mark this stock as green. Let's repeat the steps for Oreno Pro. Pardon me if my pronunciation of this company is wrong. Click on the symbol. Scroll down and look for corporate information. Let's check the shareholding. So again, you can see the shareholding is less than 50% for promoter and promoter groups. So it passed the first filter itself. So let's mark it as red. No need to check the other ones. You can check for educational purpose, but it does not matter whether it passes the further filters or not. Paste the company name here. VIP Industries. Okay. It's taking some time to load. Let me just refresh the page. Okay, I'll paste it again. Click on VIP Industries. Yeah, click on the symbol. Sometimes it happens on this page, so just refresh the whole page. Go to corporate information, check the shareholding patterns. Shareholding, pass the filter. Check the selling. Okay, so there is a selling reported by Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Okay, so he is, I don't know, he is a promoter of this company or not, but still his name appears in this table and the date is after 26 September, so we have to discard this stock. So, okay. Next one on the list is 1 point. Now, all those green stocks would be included in my watch list. But before making any trade, we have to do some further analysis. So click on the 1.1 solution, click on the symbol, check corporate information, check the shareholdings. Shareholding looks good. Selling, okay, yeah, we don't need to worry about the selling. Let's check the pledging is not there. So it passed all the three mandatory filters, 1.1 solution limited. Let's check the financial result. Okay, so the earnings per share is a negative number. Although it's a small negative number, but still I would consider it as negative and mark this stock as yellow. So today we got all forms of stocks like green, red, and yellow. So that's good. That's a good thing. Ascon Engineers Limited. Click on the symbol. Go to corporate information. Check the shareholding. Okay, so the shareholding is less than 50%. So let's mark this stock as red once again. Now, next stock on our list is ARAN. I don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. If you guys know what's the right pronunciation, do let me know in the comment section. Click on the symbol. Yeah, let's check the corporate information for this. Let's first check the pledging. So there is no pledging. Let's check the selling. Okay, I could not see September. Yeah, there has been no selling reported after 26th of September 2020. So that's fine. Let's check the shareholding pattern. Okay, so the shareholding of promoter is quite good. It is 74.41%. Now, it has passed all the primary filters or all the mandatory filters. Now it's time to check the financial results. Okay, so it is a small positive number, but still, we will stick to our rules and we'll mark this stock as green. Okay, so we got two green stocks and one yellow stocks. Now you might be wondering what are these numbers. I will tell you in just a little bit. So first, let me tell you one thing that these are the stocks. These green and yellow stocks would be going into my watch list. But at what price should I make a entry into these stocks? How will I decide that? These numbers would tell me that. Now, what are these numbers? These are the average price that we will calculate in a bit, at which the promoters made an entry into this particular stock. And our aim would be to make an entry into these stocks closer to these prices. Not at exactly these prices, but in a range of plus minus 5% maybe, because it is quite difficult to catch the stock in exactly these average prices. But if we catch the stock in these average prices exactly, then it's a good thing. So, okay, so let's calculate the average price. So copy down, share India, go back to the page and down, sorry, paste the name here. Yeah, now Click on the 3 months data. We will be analyzing the 3 months data now. Download the insider trading report of Share India Securities Limited only, exclusively for Share India. So download the file, open it. Okay, so it looks similar to the Excel file which we were handling in the very starting of the video. That was this. So now, yeah, let's get down to calculating the average price. But before doing any calculation, we have to apply the same filters that we applied in the first Excel sheet. So we could do that manually, no need to apply the filters. Let's just delete these four rows because they don't have category of person as promoter. So okay, next let's check the market purchase wala column, that is mode of acquisition. All of them are having market purchase only, so we are good to go. Now, how do we calculate the average price? It's a simple maths. We will sum up the total number of securities and we will calculate the total value of security, and we will just divide the total value of security by total number of security to reach at the average price. So let me just decrease the decimal points, make it bold. Yeah, so now you can see it is 166.20 rupees. So this is the average price at which the promoters made an entry. Now, it is not enough to just calculate the price at which you have to make the entry or which the promoters made an entry. We also have to check the date of allotments and the date of buying by the promoters. Now, the relevance of these dates are beyond the scope of this video. So I would highly recommend you to go and check out the fourth part of my playlist, trading on insider information. Just check out the part 4. In that I have explained in great detail that what we have to do after calculating the price to or the average price for making an entry into the stock. So go and check out that video. I have explained in great detail that what is the role of volume, what is the role of delivery percentage, and what happened in the stock after the date of allotment, how is that even relevant. So I have explained all those things in that particular video, the part 4. I would provide you the link separately for fourth part of the video in the description box, and you could also check in the I button. So let me just note this number down, 166.20. Now, let's move on to the next stop. We have to repeat the same process. Click here, download the CSV file. Let me just close it. Open this file. Okay, so again, same process. All of them looks good because they are promoter and all of them are market purchase. So we'll just jump into the calculations fast. Divide the total value of security by total number of security. Let me make it bold. Okay, so it is 13.92 rupees. So these are the stocks which are very low priced. So we would want to check the liquidity in these stocks by seeing the average daily volume or average monthly volume. So I've explained all these things, what to check before making a trade in the fourth part of the video. I highly recommend you to go and check that. So let's note it down. Sorry. 13.92 rupees. Next on the list is Air and let's call it that. Paste the company name. Click on 3 months. Click the download button. Open the file. Okay, so again, apply the filters. No need to apply the filters. You can manually just check them. There are too few rows to check. Or you could apply the filters as you wish. We'll sum up the total number of securities. And let's just calculate the average price. So I moved a little bit fast here, but let me just explain it once again. It would make the video long, but it's okay. I calculated first the total number of securities right here. Then I calculated the total value of security. Now it's very simple maths and common sense that how will we reach to the average price? We will reach by dividing the total value of security by total number of security, and that's how I reached at this particular price. So it is 15.91. Let me just write it down. So this was the last talk for today. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you are liking that I am not just telling you the steps but actually doing the whole analysis from scratch. So if you like that, then please do like my videos and share it with your friends or with whomever you feel that this could be important to. And okay, now um, uh, I might have made a mistake in no. Okay, okay. Okay, so as I was telling, so if you guys have any suggestions regarding my channel, regarding my analysis, or regarding the quality of my analysis, or uh, quality of my video, quality of my sound, or anything which you want me to change or which you want me to improvise, then please mention your thoughts in the comment section below. I would really appreciate that. I would really try hard to adapt myself according to your needs. So that would be all for today, and I hope to see you again tomorrow or on Tuesday maybe, because from tomorrow till Monday the markets will be closed, so the trading report would not be uh, updated. So I'll make a video on Tuesday, hopefully. So that's all for today. I hope to see you again. Thanks for watching.